Many residents in these zip codes, your district that you're running for, of the population living in those zip codes, 49% of the resident incomes pay 49% of their income towards housing, a significant increase from the 33% average. In spite of record low home prices and mortgage interest rates, housing is more expensive, foreclosures are high, property values have skyrocketed, and rents have increased, forcing renters to pay higher rents. What legislation would you propose to create more incentives and assistance programs for the poor? So Leslie, we can get you to answer this.
What would be the legislation to get more affordable housing? That's the question. Okay. Right now, let me just say, in terms of the housing, $50 million have been cut for the block grant program and for the community development program. So we've seen a cut since 2008 to 2013. So that's an issue in itself. So we have to find a creative way to be able to produce affordable housing for people that live, especially in the 197th district. And the issue that we're having is that we say that we have and that we're creating affordable housing in certain districts, but yet the people that are making $7.25 an hour cannot afford to live in that affordable housing. And let me give you an example. A person that's making $7.25 an hour, I'm going to put this in context. That person, if there's a rent or a mortgage that they have to pay $895 as an example, that person would have to work 95 hours just to compensate to be able to pay that rent. Because 30% of the income of people that rent, of the income that they receive, they either pay it in rent or they pay it in a mortgage. So we have to find a way to really, if we're saying affordable housing, we really have to give affordable housing to people according to the income that they receive. Okay? So that's, you have to start looking at it. So the other thing is, we need to find, the city of Philadelphia has what's called a fund. It's an open fund that they have. And that fund will give programs, community development programs, for folks that are willing to rehab and repair and rehabilitate houses in low wealth neighborhoods. So we need to tap into that and find ways to support that fund is used to be able to create affordable housing for people that live in the 197th district across the board.
So Leslie, what legislation?
Oh, legislation, I'm sorry. So legislation would be to increase funding for affordable housing, but with stipulation. Because if I'm going to vote on legislation to give for affordable housing for people that are coming in our community and doing development, we're going to ensure that they're going to give people affordable housing according to their income. Period.